Okay, hi guys, Dino Kang again. I'm finally back after so long. Okay, for today's episode, we'll be doing a very fun one to celebrate my return. I'll be sharing my opinions on whether something is overrated or underrated for muscle building. Okay, so to start off,
Okay, first thing, squat.
squatting, I think it's quite properly rated. Underrated in the sense, people need to learn how to move properly. So it's one of the basic movements you cannot not be able to do. But it can also be seen as overrated in the sense people think that, the barbell squat is the king of all exercises and that has to be the main exercise you do for your legs.
Bench press.
Bench press. Okay. This is probably the most overrated exercise that comes to mind because everybody thinks that benching with a bar is the king of chest exercises. It's really not. But yeah, it's massively overrated in the sense it's just not very biomechanically friendly. Next.
HIIT.
HIIT, high intensity interval or intermittent training. So I think it's massively overrated because it's more of a form of training. So HIIT basically means you can't catch your breath and you just keep pounding balls against the wall with your heart pounding out of your chest, and you can't really perform proper and good reps when you are panting. So that takes away from the ability to actually do good reps and put sufficient tension and build good muscle. Next. Deadlift. I think deadlifts are also quite overrated when we talk about muscle building. Can you build muscle with deadlift? For sure you can, but I would say the risk and the effort in doing a deadlift, okay, put it this way, deadlift you're pretty much spreading the tension everywhere. Can you build a very strong lower body and can you build muscle from that? Definitely. But if you're talking about overall muscle building, like building your arms, shoulders, chest, everything, right? Deadlift, I would say, doesn't take too high of a priority.
Free weights.
Okay, free weights means we are using dumbbells, barbells, kettlebells even. I would say for muscle building, at the moment, I do think that it is quite overrated. But tending towards properly rated, just slightly overrated in the sense people think that free weights are automatically better than machines, right? Where you feel like, okay, because you're using dumbbells to press and you need to activate your stabilizer muscles, you are actually training more muscles and hence it's more effective. Actually, it's not. It's the other way around, right? So free weights are kind of overrated when you start going that stabilizer route. So
Intermittent fasting.
Intermittent fasting is also another thing that I would say is massively overrated because of what people think of it. Not because intermittent fasting isn't good. Intermittent fasting can be really helpful for people who are trying to control their window of eating or when they want to eat, just to suppress their own diet for lifestyle reasons or just that it suits your diet. So intermittent fasting, let's say I'm fasting for 16 hours, there's definitely benefits to that, but people upsell and think too much of the benefits. So it's really overrated in the sense people think that intermittent fasting does this magical thing to your body just because you don't let it have nutrients for X amount of hours. Can be 14 hours, can be 16 hours, doesn't matter. People think that there's some magic to it when there actually isn't. Intermittent fasting is helpful for you to plan how you want to eat your same number of calories.
Mind-muscle connection.
Mind-muscle connection. Okay, so basically the feeling of the muscle when you're doing the exercise. I wouldn't say it's overrated. I'm tending towards it, but I would say it's certainly important when it comes to training, but only until a certain extent. So put it this way, if you're doing a bicep curl, you should definitely feel it in your bicep to some extent. But it shouldn't be to the extent where you are only focusing on feeling the muscle. Put it this way, if I were to just clench my bicep right now until it cramps, am I feeling the muscle? Oh yeah, for sure I'm feeling the muscle. Am I training anything? No. That's where it becomes overrated. Okay?
Booty bands.
Booty bands. not something I agree with very much as well. Again, because of how people use it, because of how people make it look like it works. So the kind of booty bands where you see influencers kneeling on the floor and kicking up and down and bouncing off the bands, no, they don't work. They simply don't work because there's not enough tension. You're just bouncing off the band. But it can also be used really, really well for certain exercises. So the bands matter, like how much tension, how difficult is the band. So if you were to do it properly, like you should be struggling again. Let's say you're tying it to your knee and you're really trying to open your knee, and then you're just holding it there at maximum tension and trying your best and relax and try again and hold it there and trying to pry open and go back down. That would be pretty effective, provided when it's done in the correct direction. So I would say quite overrated because people haven't gotten around to using it correctly. If it's
BCAA.
BCAA, branch chained amino acids. So isoleucine, leucine, and valine. Yeah, these three amino acids who are apparently really good for muscle building. Put it this way, they are kind of useless when you are already getting your protein amount in your total protein amount matters more. 1 gram per pound of body weight, whether you're cutting or bulking. If you're bulking, you need a little bit less, but that's the general rule of thumb.
Avocado.
Avocados are, in 2022, I would say it's overrated. In 1950, I would say it's underrated. Because, well, avocados, like coconut oil, like nut oils, like olive oil, these oils are mostly monounsaturated fat, which is generally very good for the heart. But here's the thing, if you are already obese, trying to be good for your heart, losing some weight would be better for your heart. So drinking more oil and eating more fatty fruits like avocado may not help your case if you are obese. If you are a very skinny individual trying to gain some weight, then yes, by all means, include all the good fats. Salmon, sardines, avocado, macadamia nuts, peanuts, go right ahead. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Overrated and Underrated. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video. Thank you.